am live. I am live. Oh, I didn't write the topic for today. That sucks. Well, maybe I will do it right now. Hold on. So that way you guys can. So yesterday was day 12. Was your brain is on automatic pilot 95% of the day. That's always scary to think about. So while I'm doing this really quick, because I like it to stream, we are on day 13 and Master Your Own Energy, the 6-week course, starts on the 28th of December. There's pre-registration. You save $800 if you register before my birthday on the 22nd. And the link tells you more about what we're going to do, what we're going to dive into, and all that good stuff. And then it's based on those who show up of how the energy is set for the class also, because it's an energy class. So there we go. So day 13, your expectations are destroying your life. Yes, I said that. I did say it out loud. Yes, because they are. Your expectations and your projections are destroying your life. So master your own energy. Early registration is open. Now, I want to welcome. We have a lot of new women on this page, and I'm very happy to have you. This group's been going for, I think, 3.5, 4 years now. And I love live participation, but this has been a 30-day journey right now that we're into exploring my ways that I teach. There's so much what I'm doing in this 30 days, but it's literally like, do you have these tools? Do you have awareness? Is this anything that you're like? Is there anything like this that, the calls can contribute to you? Is there something during the day and you listen to it and you're like, oh yeah, oh that. So that's what this is about. So part of the Master Your Own Energy 6-week course live with me is you will get an invitation to the exclusive private Phenomenal Woman community. Okay. And I go live there 5 days a week. And then we have bonus calls. And this morning we went into a deep dive of clearing our expectations and the energy around those and a deeper call. So that's something you get to be part of for 2 months. So yay for that. That's exciting. But I do have this little thing. I should put it up here. It's a little PDF. It's pretty cool. I created it a couple years ago. Tips and tools. So I was reading it this morning and letting go of your expectations. I learned in my first years of recovery that my expectations will always lead to resentments, and resentments will always take you to the wrong place. So that's something in program we learned very early, that your resentments, that's the number one thing that takes us out drinking. It takes us out emotionally. It takes us out food, because it's this energy, a resentment. It has this pow that we've created in our own world. We created it. Okay. So another thing, to all the new people on this page or whatever, I put a link up when I welcomed you. Some of you ask really great questions when you join the group, and you just need to book a session with me, a 30-minute free clarity call. Anybody can do this if you've never done a clarity call with me. And I can answer your question for you, but I need you to reach out to me because I can't stay on top of all of it. I just choose not to. If you have a question, call me, book it, and I will answer your question. Because somebody asked, I forget who it was, how long did it take me to master my own energy? We never fully master it. So remember I said, we will never get this journey. We're getting it. I'm getting more consciousness. I'm choosing more awareness. My journey started when I got clean and sober and my eating disorder 32 years ago. That started my transformational. I'm a seeker. I am a growth junkie. I just want to know more and more and more. So, and there's nowhere to start in this journey. You just start. There's like no beginning, there's no end, and you just start. So when you work with me one-on-one, or when we do the 6-week course, I have a like idea of all the things and all the places we're going to go. But those who show up are the ones that actually also formulate what's required in the class. So let go of your expectations of yourself and others for the holidays. Okay. Let go of worrying about fitting in and what other people think of you. If you are willing to be disapproved of, how much more choice, space, ease, and possibility would you have? I'm going to come back to that. We are trained to never upset mom and dad or the apple cart or whatever. What we have to take care of is the poor sister, the uncle, the entire dinner, etc., etc. None of it is true. It's all a choice. But because we have carried these ideas from childhood, we think they are real, even sacred. Are they really real? Okay. So we dove into it more in the Phenomenal Woman community this morning, because I have done 6-week classes just on projections and expectations, because they're the number one killer of everything. And that's how this world functions. And we were talking about it in the group this morning, was that you can either with expectations, it's a fight to be right. It's a fight to be right, and you eliminate all of your awareness while you're doing that. Okay. Like if you have an expectation of something, I'm leaving in a couple hours to go to Alabama to be with family, which 32 years ago, in every 10-year increment, every year is different because I'm different every year. But in those first 10 years of recovery, expectations, projections, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how I stayed sober. And I don't really have like what I want to say. It's like they were just doing what they were doing. And there's really not a tremendous amount of like anything major going on. It's just that there was a lot going on here. There was just a lot of expectations and projections, and then they had expectations and projections, and then it just becomes a shit show. You know how I say underneath the pile of shit is the pony called you? Okay. That's all shit. Like I just said, 95% we are on autopilot. It's all of this stuff on top of us energetically, which then makes us feel like those feelings and those thoughts and all that is ours, and it's not. But like the gal who asked me, how long did it take me to get to this place? I just keep showing up for more. I just keep showing up so that I have more and more and more of me. And the more and more and more and more and more that I have of me, the more and more and more I can be a contribution to my clients and my clients and my clients and my clients and women in recovery and all of that stuff. So letting go of your expectations. How do you do that? There's processes. Those are the things you're going to learn, and I'm going to teach you in the 6-week course or one-on-one, however that looks like for you. Because it's not just a matter of, there's processes, but if you just walk away with it today and start looking at, where do I have an expectation of myself? Remember our crown of judgments. Okay, we can lay down our crowns, take it off, of judgment, because that is all part of expectations, projections. Do you get that? Your projections and expectations can only create 3 other things, and that's judgment of you and them, rejection of them and you, and then projections, judgments, and then separation, because then you have to separate from them or you have to separate from you. So anytime you have a projection and expectation, one of these or all 3 of these are going to happen. And then that's where the crown comes on. Okay. So that's why I'm saying it's a process that all happens together. So what would it be like today to go, wow, where do I have an expectation and a projection on me, myself, my husband, my children, my family, my coworkers, my business, all of that, everywhere. You have it everywhere. You have it everywhere. Because that's how this reality is set up. But consciousness, mastering your own energy, is awareness of like, oh, I'm doing that there. I'm doing that there. I'm doing that there. I'm doing that there. what else is possible here? What are the tools? How can I learn not to do that? And who do I need to be to not be that? To not be that. And then I'll finish on this. I read something this morning about, hold on, I should have marked it. I should have marked it. Hold on, if you're still with me. Oh, what else was I going to say? Oh, and thank you for showing up. And I know I've talked to a couple women at my meeting yesterday, and they said, I'm loving your calls. I'm loving your calls. And I'm like, well, could you comment so that other people know that you're watching? But I do know that I am being watched in private. Giving up being right. I don't know if I'm going to find it in here that fast. I'm not. So let's do this. The purpose of projections and expectations is not to be aware, but it's to be right. You'd rather be right than free. That's what I should have written down instead of your expectations are destroying your life, but they are. You've got to see this. You can be right or you can be free. Which do you choose? Okay. And that's a whole amazing process within itself. But when you learn how to be that, to have that freedom, that it doesn't matter that you're going to go into fight with people, places, and things, and be in that space of just ease and consciousness of I know what's true for me. I'm not going to go into fight. I'm going to let that energy just drop. It's going to be neutral. I'm going to take the higher level, the 3D, 4D dimension, those energies. I'm not going to be the emotions of it. I'm going to be the awareness of it. I'm going to be the awareness of what is going to create something from here. So there you go. So that's it for today. I leave on a jet plane to Alabama. I'm going to do my best. I don't know when I'll be live. I might just do little reels. I don't know what I'm going to do because I'll be gone till Sunday. So you'll see me, but I can't guarantee what time I'll be here. So thank you. I see thumbs up and all that, but because I'm on StreamYard, I don't always see, doesn't show it. So what can you be today to be greater than you were yesterday? Who can you be? What can you be to be greater than you were yesterday? And yesterday I gave you a homework assignment. Do you remember it? Because we were 95% on autopilot. I asked you guys to drive your car if you drove yesterday and just drive. Be aware of your hands on the steering wheel and turning, being aware of the traffic, meaning to practice being present in the moment of just driving versus autopilot where you just end up somewhere and you don't even remember driving there. So that was your homework for yesterday. And today is everywhere that you have an expectation or projection of something, what else is possible there? And if you didn't have that, what else could be created? And if you want more of that, come play in the 6-week course. And there we go. Or see you tomorrow. All right, ladies. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.